Hello and welcome to Talking Crass. In this episode we will be discussing Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. This is leading up to going to see Wonder Woman on Thursday. I'm John and I'm here with the rather giggly Beat.
Back once again.
Right, so we want to start off by thanking our fan of the week.
Fan of the week.
Our biggest fan of the week. We've only got about 3 fans at the minute.
The very first. Well, let's not call him a fan because he might not have enjoyed the episode, but he's certainly the first one to view it.
Right, so the dude is on
the
Twitter.
First listener, our very first listener.
The very first listener.
Who give us feedback.
I love it. We're always after feedback. And like I say, he's now in the Hall of Fame.
Immortalised in
the Talking Crass Hall of Fame.
Talking Crass Valhalla.
So shout out to Bosk.
Crass Halla?
Yeah.
He's there.
Anyway, shout out to Bosk on Twitter. Appreciate the support, pal. Keep it up. This leads us into Bosk being definitely in our top 5 bounty hunters of all time.
What?
Beat one of your top 5 bounty hunters of all time.
That is a ridiculous question to ask.
I know. Can I start the ball rolling?
Yes. Can we make it joint 5?
Doctor for shut.
Doctor Who?
Doctor
Who is the best bounty hunter in the world.
Dr. King Schultz, Django, boom, number 1.
Incredible.
Right, beat it for a few more.
Django. Wouldn't that make more sense to see it?
Django.
To actually say Django instead of.
No, but Django doesn't start out a bounty hunter. He gets taught by King Schultz.
Hold on.
And his horse Fritz. So we haven't even been drinking.
If a person doesn't start as a bounty hunter, then they're not allowed on the list. Every bounty hunter has to start as not as a bounty hunter, and as the born in hit lists.
Right, Christ, let's reel off. Bosk, if you see what you've started.
Right, Bosk.
Top 5 bounty hunters of all time. We're going. Bosk's in there.
Bosk, the Twitter handle, man, our first viewer, or Bosk the...
No, Bosk the Star Wars bounty hunter.
Alright, the person's named after, possibly.
Right, so second we're going Dr. King Schultz out of Django.
Dr. King Schultz?
Is it King Schultz?
I want to say that as well.
I'm going to say that.
Because you say Django.
And his horse Fritz. Right.
Can I hit you one?
How on?
Hitman 47?
It's Agent 47.
Oh no!
Hitman 47. Ricky Hitman 47 Hatton. Right, anyway, so
what's the difference between a hitman and a bounty hunter?
Right, so we've got Agent 47.
What's the difference between a hitman and a bounty hunter? Oh wait,
swiftly moving on. A bounty
hunter's got to be a bad guy.
It's a reward. A
bounty's a reward.
We've got as well the man with no name, Good, Bad and the Ugly. He's in there.
Hey, Blondie.
And,
incredible.
Justice League's being finished by Joss Whedon after Zack Snyder has stepped down.
Yeah.
Our thoughts obviously go out to him and his family, and hope to see him back in the future for a tough time he's going through.
Awful news. Truly awful.
Truly horrible. And I will say, B, obviously we're reviewing this Batman vs Superman because of Wonder Woman coming up.
Yeah.
But you can quite clearly see that he's been influenced by the suits in this one.
I don't know if I would make that accusation, but
because I think he's a great director, and I honestly think.
Do you like
this film lost its way?
I think he's a seriously hard-working individual, and he definitely, he's got some good movies, some bad ones.
I think he lost his way. Like I say, I love 300.
I like 300. I like Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
A lot of people may disagree there, but
that's
just personal.
He did he do Watchmen as well?
He did Watchmen. A lot of people are divided.
I like Watchmen. I like Watchmen. I think in this film he lost his way. I think that's because
He's
got different people asking him to do different things all the way.
Possibly
and as a director, that's probably the worst thing you can go through.
I don't know if he wanted to make Man of Steel 2 and Batman was shoehorned in, or if he just wanted to make Batman v Superman and Doomsday were hiding in the end, and Wonder Woman had to be set up, and the whole Justice League. Yeah. I don't know if he was asked to just do too much.
Getting on the topic of Batman vs Superman, though, what do you think, Pete? We've just watched it there.
We've just watched the extended version for the first time.
The longest 3 hours of my life.
Yeah, possibly.
I think what made us hate this film was because I was so hyped for it before we saw it. I was like over the moon to go and see it.
It got announced like 2 years, 3 years prior.
I was so excited. The one thing that annoys us about it though, I don't think you can throw Ben Affleck's Batman straight in this film. I don't understand why there wasn't a Ben Affleck Batman standalone film before this.
There just wasn't.
Even if they pushed this back to like say this year, it came out in 2016. Do the Batman film first, and then do this in 2017. You need to set up like Batman before you can just throw him straight in.
Absolutely. 100% agree.
And not to mention, he's made to look like an absolute idiot in this film.
We'll get to that.
Right, anyway, B, as usual, you've got the notes, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Let's crack on. We're going to try and keep this podcast down around the hour mark, because I think the last one was a little bit long.
Just a little.
We will say spoilers in this review.
Yeah.
It is a year later, not like Alien, so you probably have seen Batman vs Superman if you're listening to this, but
it's also got to be the extended cut.
Yeah, it is the extended cut as well, just so people know. Spoiler alert.
Right, point 1, getting into it. 3 hours runtime, comma, Jesus Christ.
So you're not a fan of the...
Not a fan.
Not a fan of the long drawn out films, mate?
No, not necessarily.
I mean, it's not really an epic, is it?
We went to the cinema to see it, the first time it came out, and boy oh boy, by the last 15 minutes we drained. So none
Right, so yeah, the 3 hour runtime, Pete. Didn't like it.
Killer.
Absolutely killer. Right, next point, Pete.
Next point?
Yep.
Why did the robber position his pistol so that it would break the necklace? So the film begins with the origin story, atypical of Batman. We have little Bruce Wayne, who's possibly just come out of The Mask of Zorro. Always happens in every iteration.
The Mask of Zorro?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's...
I didn't know
that.
That
is Origins of Batman 101. He always comes out from seeing Zorro. And that's what kind of inspires him to become Batman a bit, I think.
What, and wear the mask?
Yeah.
Ah,
so it's
that
not...
makes sense. I didn't know that.
Unlike Batman Begins, it's not an opera filled with bad people.
Right, Christ.
Right?
Right.
But what the point I'm getting at is...
It's meant to be stylised.
Yes, I understand that.
But it's so stupid.
It's so dumb.
Like, how would a pearl necklace wrap around a gun? I just don't fucking know.
Why would he
he
intentionally blow the shit out of it?
I don't know. But you were saying that the pearl necklace is like in every iteration of Batman.
Yes, I mean.
So I was like, why is there always a pearl necklace? And you were like, well, it's every comic, every origin story. It's there.
Yeah, it's beat for beat. He wants money, and then he gives him his wallet, and then he's like, oh no, that's not enough. I want the pearl necklace, and then in every iteration, Joe Chill wants the money. Then he moves on to the necklace, and then obviously Batman's dad steps in the way and takes 2 slugs to the chest. Trying to
pearl necklace on
right, well, I've just come back there. We're back in the room.
Right. So stop thinking about that kind of pearl necklace and just talk about the pearl necklaces.
We've paused this recording 5 times because I can't say the word pearl necklace without cracking up. Anyway, basic story. Robber, usually called Joe Chill, tries to rob the Waynes. Thomas Wayne gives him his wallet. That's not enough. He reaches for the pearl necklace.
Right.
And unfortunately it results in the deaths of Bruce Wayne's parents. Right, we've got it down.
Cool.
Simple as that.
So anyway, we're putting that down to just try to be a stylized shot. And
Yeah.
It's the most ridiculously stupid thing I've ever seen.
It's the first kind of metaphor for Zack Snyder in making Batman v Superman, where style is at the forefront of the focus rather than actual sense.
Content.
Yeah.
And sense.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there we go.
Next one, B.
Point 3. I'll lose track later we go on. Love the opening score. In Zimmer, we trust.
Right, I get you there.
Beautiful.
We're massive fans of Hans Zimmer.
Big fans.
I think everything he does turns to gold.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Everything.
Gladiator. Man of Steel.
Inception.
Any Christopher Nolan film except Memento.
It didn't do Memento.
Prestige? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Next point.
Oh, 2 seconds and go back to that point.
Yeah.
I'll hit you with one. Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I like that theme.
What, really?
I love the Spider-Man theme. You don't like it?
No.
Incredible. Give it
And
a
just
listen.
can we tell the story about being the most scared we've ever been in a film?
No, we
No.
can't tell that story.
So this guy,
John, we can't tell that story.
we're watching the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the cinema. Right in the middle of it, Electro turns up, and a guy in the middle of the cinema jumps up and just goes, "Ah!"
It scared the shit out of us.
Honestly, I've never known anything like it. Anyway, moving on.
Moving
Stupid
on.
Story.
Point 4. Why does Batman go to Metropolis as Bruce Wayne? Very begins of the film. Superman is fighting General Zod,
Yep.
completely obliterating millions and millions of people.
You know what shit's going down? Why is he not in the suit?
Yes.
I mean, he's just turned out from a board meeting. He hasn't got a blazer on. The tie's loose.
That's a possible explanation,
and he's
but
just-
we're not given that information.
He's just fucking running into dust.
He runs into dust again.
It's a cool shot.
It's a nice shot.
Also, why is he not in the Batmobile?
In the bat suit. Is Batman not being created by this point? It's impossible. There's only an
He's got
18
streaks of
month.
grey in his hair.
There's only an 18-month difference.
Right, next one, babe.
Next point. Guy doesn't immediately shepherd people out of the exploding building until Bruce tells him to over the phone. So this is inside
Is this
Wayne.
the guy, who dies?
This is inside Wayne Tower.
Talking Crass, most hated. People who die on screen, who there's
Complete
been no
idiots.
character development whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't. Obviously, it bothers me someone dying, but it's meant to hit you emotionally. And we didn't know the guy at all.
That's the only connection to it we have as a just basic human being, seeing someone die. But you know, if you invest time with these people, it makes you feel a bit more emotion. Anyway, getting on with that.
But then that brings me back to my point of if there'd been an original Batman film before this,
Maybe introduce him as like
he was
a
in.
reoccurring Lucius Fox kind of character.
Yeah, yeah.
Why not make a Lucius Fox?
Oh, I don't know.
Ugh. Anyway, Lucius Fox would know to actually run out the building that's collapsing and being blown up, rather than waiting for a cell phone from Bruce Wayne to tell him to do so. Anyway, crazy.
Or he might have rigged all the cell phones up and just see everything what's going on, including people's bedrooms and toilets and showers.
What?
Lucius Fox in the Dark Knight now.
Oh yeah. Spying on 50 million people isn't in my job description. Unethical, immoral. I've got to stop quoting the Dark Knight.
3 buttons is a little bit 90 missed away. Oh, come on then, next one.
Running into much bullet fire in spelunking caves. Right, next point. Random horse stumbles past Bruce on the freshly flattened building.
Where'd the horse come from?
No idea. Zack Snyder's gone, I want a horse in this scene.
I
There you
mean,
go.
it was a nice horse, and it was coming through the dust. It was a good shot, maybe.
It's a good shot, but it doesn't make any sense. Next point. Why is an alien spaceship more securely guarded? 2 kids swim down and hawk a piece of kryptonite.
Well, I get this because the spaceship's like miles into, it's miles into the bloody ocean,
Yeah.
and he's by the shore, and he jumps down and grabs like. How does he know it's kryptonite? It just looks like a bloody black.
Right, so this is the scene directly following the scene with Bruce Wayne saving the little girl and the buildings all being destroyed.
And we cut straight to some beach somewhere,
Yeah.
and the guy's down hawking bloody kryptonite.
Yeah, but this is an alien spaceship. There's no sort of border. There's no sort of militant. No sort of... I can't even say militant. It's military. There's no sort of naval, ships supporting the structure of this...
I know.
This incredibly important artifact. And 2 kids just swim down the bottom of the barrier reef.
What if it emits some sort of
Radiation.
Aye.
It probably did.
These guys are like getting paid £2 to go down Oh,
cannot crack the kryptonite coconut. Anyway, moving on.
Right, we're getting into the bit of the movie that I probably most hated.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing. So, after the kryptonite being found by the kids, we move into the desert, following Lois Lane and an unidentified journalist.
What I did like about the extended cut is there was a little bit more to it, so it's still stupid, but wasn't as stupid.
I guess so. Anyway, the reporters are going to interview a terrorist group,
Yeah.
and it turns out
I don't know what for. Is she just doing some
the
reporting?
the Daily Planet.
So they send Lois Lane into the midst of the Iraq or Afghanistan.
That's her character. I think she's just a total absolute animal, and she wants to
Right,
get herself knee deep in it. You know what I mean?
Our friend turns up,
So
Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen. Again, me and John aren't the most
I wouldn't say we're not clued up.
educated.
We don't
really
comic books. But
we don't really
We don't read comic books, but
no. But I feel everybody on the planet knows basic stuff about comic books, and we read a bit more into it, watching YouTube videos.
we're well into Marvel. We're well into DC. We like to understand the background before we go and watch these films.
Yes.
So this is how we've picked up on. We're worth our salt. We know little bits about the Marvel universe, the DC universe.
Yeah. So there's a character who I think occurs in most Superman comic books called Jimmy Olsen, who works at the Daily Planet with him. And
He's like best mates.
And I think he's used as a kind of monster of the week, or Jimmy's been kidnapped again, and it's another thing for because you can't harm Superman, you harm the people around him.
Yes.
To give him some sort of plot to fight for. What does the film do with this character? Puts a 12 gauge into his head.
I don't know. Yeah, he just gets shot in the head.
Shoot him in the head. Now I know
In 10 minutes of the first like spin-off big DC movie,
Mhm.
they kill one of the main characters. I think in the original cut, is he even called Jimmy?
I think he's not even referenced to Jimmy Olsen. I think people found out by watching the credits at the end and searching the character.
Yes, that's exactly right.
So what actually happened is, because I know this story because I've seen a bit of information about it, is Zack Snyder, when casting for the role of Jimmy Olsen, cast Jesse Eisenberg to take the part, but he liked his portrayal of Jimmy Olsen that much, he turned Eisenberg's character into Lex Luthor,
Which is just.
and recast Jimmy Olsen.
I mean, we will probably get on Lex Luthor. I've got the notes in front of me as well.
Yeah.
Right, we'll talk about Lex Luthor when we get up to him.
Right.
We'll leave it for the time being.
Bearing in mind they had Bryan Cranston sealed down for Lex Luthor, which is just heartbreaking.
Let
But
that one sink in.
anyway, Jimmy Olsen killed. Next point. So Lois is put in danger after the terrorist group find out that Jimmy Olsen was a secret CIA agent, which is a bit of a stretch.
What?
And
Why?
I have no idea. Anyway, Lois Lane, Superman obviously can understand that she's in distress after being captured by the terrorist group. Superman kills a man in the first 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, you don't see blood.
No, you don't see...
You don't see... all you see is him go through 3 walls.
3 brick walls at the speed of a Boeing 747.
Right, so he's most probably dead.
Mulch.
Right, but you know more about this. Superman doesn't kill.
I believe he'll kill, but...
Because this is what the hell on about Man of Steel was.
I believe he'll kill, but not if he understands it's got some sort of humanity in it.
Right.
I could be wrong.
I thought Superman was just totally against killing.
I mean, he's against it, but not to see he hasn't killed in the past. As in, he might kill it. I don't know.
But, yeah.
I know for a fact he wouldn't kill someone by ploughing them through 3 brick walls. 100%.
I just don't. I don't get it right. Yeah. So straight away, Superman's on the back foot by portraying him as a killer.
Excellent.
Moving on.
Next point. Better introduction of Superman. That's a bit of a contradicting statement. Basically, this is in reference to the fact that there's extra time spent in the extended cut. It gives you a little bit more time before we see Superman at all, and it just feels a little bit more earned because you kind of.
Are you talking about when he blows the plane up and
Yes,
stops
yes.
the bomb? Yeah, fair.
Yeah. this is a huge point written down. Superman being framed for killing the terrorists is baffling.
I mean, this is just ridiculous.
So
why would he? Why would he do that?
So if I'm explaining this correctly, Lex Luthor hires a military group to frame Superman by flamethrowing the corpses of the terrorists.
To make it like he lasers them with his eyes.
Yes. Unfortunately, they also use guns. So did they pick up every shell casing?
But the bodies would have...
Someone uses a grenade in a tank. Is Superman rocking Rambo guns now, or...
Oh, I don't know.
I don't understand.
I mean, when we watch this first, I'm seeing that scene, I'm like, there could be something up here. I might be disappointed. This is when I first watched the film and go, shit.
I know. Because, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Batman's introduction, though, very good.
Incredible. Snyder at his best. You know how he sacrifices style for plot?
This felt like Snyder. This felt like Zack Snyder's work.
I love it so much. It's slow. It's
scary. There was
a little bit of scariness.
A little bit of horror in there.
Slow building tension. Because we get the perspective of the police officers. We're not introduced directly as a first person to Batman.
Mm-hmm.
We see the police officers. They go into the basement, and they meet the trafficked women. I suppose I'll describe them as.
Locked down the basement.
And they're like, it's here.
It's here.
And you just hear screams from upstairs.
Go up, obviously see the guy, pans around a little bit,
and
then he's just in the corner,
background.
And he just looks so cool.
My god.
So intimidating.
Can I just mention the best Batsuit ever in any sort of incarnation? I love it. It's absolutely the best Batsuit.
I think I like that.
It's the best Batsuit. Great.
I'm an absolute Dark Knight fanboy though. So
I know, but that
really
suit,
like
he
that.
looks ridiculous in that suit. It doesn't work at all for me.
The Batman Begins one does, but then when you get
the Batman Begins, it's got that stupid straight rubber neck.
I know, that's what it's like.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
But I like the Dark Knight one.
Okay.
But really, really good. Love that.
Next point: would Batman really brand villains, knowing full well it would result in their deaths in prison? Right. Why not just kill them?
Even I know here that Batman does not kill.
Right, 100%. I think everybody in the world knows that Batman has a no-kill policy.
Why does he not kill, Beat?
Because his parents were murdered by a thug, and he doesn't want to bring himself down to that level.
Which is a fair point, and that's what Batman is based on. That's the basis of Batman.
Where do you stop? One murder. Where, you know what I mean?
So yeah.
So you've killed a crucial part of Batman's identity, which I think's the biggest flaw of the film, which is, well, there's one flaw which is style over plot. No.
And style over substance.
Style over... I don't know. Style over sense, I'll say. The second biggest is mischaracterization. So that is obviously, they've got the characters' identities completely wrong.
To a point, Beat, where it's like split personalities.
Oh.
They'll do one thing in one scene, and then they'll just totally go against it in the next one.
Very contradictory and very hypocritical.
It's like strange.
Crazy.
But that's got to be down to the editing.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe Snyder didn't really know. Well, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't say it. I don't have the research. Anyway, moving on. Lex Luthor shooting 6-pointers.
What is it? Right, so
this is the introduction of Lex Luthor, the character.
Well, I'll set the scene.
Yes.
You've just seen that epic Batman scene, which is really, really good.
We've introduced Superman. We've introduced Batman.
Now, into Lex Corp.
Yep.
Guy with shaggy hair.
Yep.
B-balling. He turns around. He shoots one goddamn 6-pointer.
He's shooting 6-pointers out? When did Lex Luthor ever play basketball?
Why is there a basketball court in the middle of Lex Corp?
I have no idea. It's like literally, it is Apple.
Is it Lex Corp?
It's Microsoft.
Goddamn Apple.
It's just the
Mark Zuckerberg Facebook Studios.
Yeah, it's the social network.
It's ridiculous.
Nuts.
Why has he got long hair?
I don't know. Again, Sorry, Lex Luthor did have long red hair in the comics.
Really?
Until it got burnt off.
Why would it get burnt off?
I think radiation through the kryptonite exposure.
Jesus.
Although I also want to say it got burnt off in a science experiment gone wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Will I look back in?
I may have to research that.
And then you've got beat
Luther's theme is the worst, which is, if anybody's played the game Conker's Bad Fur Day, it actually sounds exactly the same as that. If you go onto YouTube, type Conker's Bad Fur Day main theme, it is the identical theme.
The worst portrayal of any comic book character in film, Lex Luthor. What do you think?
So that's a bit of a strong statement from me.
That's what you said when we were watching it.
Yeah. Name someone who's worse.
Green Hornet, Seth Rogen.
That's a good shout.
Ryan Reynolds is the... Who's it do with the green ring?
Hal Jordan.
Hal Jordan.
Possibly.
But I agree with that. I did not buy into this character whatsoever.
Maybe he's not buying into the character, just what an absolute joke.
What were they thinking? From what I saw, they were trying to make him like the Joker a little bit. Like a really, really poor
maybe the
cross
Riddler.
between... Yeah, I don't know.
The Riddler and the Joker.
I just don't get it. When you... Like what we said, you could have Bryan Cranston as a badass Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Instead, you cast this guy.
He was just comical.
But what they do is they like shove down your throat at least 2 or 3 times that he's Lex Luthor's son.
Or like 5 times.
Yeah, so like just it's a little bit of a get out just in case everyone thinks it's shit. Which guess what? Everyone thought it was shit. So expect never to see him get out of the Arkham Asylum. Was there any redeeming features for him or not? Was there any part of him that you liked?
I think he's done exactly what he was asked to do, which is Mark Zuckerberg on crack.
What's that called again?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Just said just be yourself.
Be yourself.
Be yourself in every film that you've ever done.
But you're a psycho.
You're more of a psycho.
You're like a rhetoric spilling, Jesus killing psycho.
I like I said, don't get it when you've got Bryan Cranston there that you can whack in, built for the role, made for the role.
Mm-hmm.
You put in a long-haired Jesse Eisenberg. That moves on to our next point. The standard one jump scare in every film you've got to see in modern media or film now. Why was he there?
What's the main reason me and John don't like going to the cinemas anymore? Because you have the most PG film ever made.
There's gonna be a jump scare in there.
What's this one? A big giant CGI bat?
Yes. After a wall starts bleeding. So was he dreaming that?
Yes.
Was it a dream?
Yes.
Is he mental?
No.
Is he psychologically scarred?
It's a dream because he wakes up in bed. This brings us on directly to our next point.
Sugar, sorry, he does,
Batman drinks alcohol. This is again another point for the mischaracterization.
So he never ever drinks alcohol, does he?
Never.
Because he always might need to work.
Yes, he always wants to be as sharp as possible, all because people may die because of him misacting.
But apparently this Batman slurps it down, loves it.
He had like 5 bottles of wine. I think he actually had his own cellar.
We do. That's what
the joke is.
Jeremy Irons says. He comes down, he's like, you better leave your next members of family some wine in that cellar. I was like, what? I don't get it. Maybe it's because they're trying to portray him as an older Batman who doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
I think that's the only way you can mention this Batman in this film. Something's happened to him.
That's not the right thing to do.
Something's happened to him, mate. And it's a get out, really, isn't it? It's an absolute get out.
Maybe. Next point.
the same point you made earlier on.
What is Lex Luthor's plan?
Can I tell you what I think he wants to do?
Yes, we'll both give our own opinions.
Right, Lex Luthor's plan from the start.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like Superman.
Yes.
Because he thinks Superman's a god who can do anything.
Yeah.
Including killing everyone.
Yeah.
And destroying civilization.
Yeah.
So he takes upon himself to try and stop that. But isn't Batman also doing that? So the two of them have got similar interests.
Right. So I think Lex Luthor wants the ability to kill all powers that are stronger than the human beings.
But he envies Superman a little bit and might want his powers.
No, I don't know about that.
He wants to save civilization.
That's proper Lex
He wants
Luthor.
to save the people from Superman, but he goes on to making Doomsday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's just there to have a good time.
So, I'm on the impression that Lex Luthor is trying to pick...
Can I put in B?
Yeah, go.
What I will say is,
Mhm.
what I hated, Lex Luthor fought with Batman
Yeah.
more than he did Superman in this film. Like, Superman's greatest enemy
Is Batman's greatest
is
enemy.
Batman in this film. I don't know.
So, I think the idea was Lex Luthor was trying to make it so Batman would fight Superman to make it look like Superman was a murderer and make it
But then
right.
that would make Batman a murderer because he wanted him to bring What? No, he wanted Superman to bring Batman's head?
Yeah,
So he goes on Superman's side at the back end of the film?
right. Basically, Lex Luthor's plan is unexplainable.
He just wants to cause chaos.
I don't know. It looks that way. Right. Next point.
Moving on. Swiftly moving on.
Dream sequence is great, but makes no fucking sense.
I absolutely love this beat. I love the part when he goes into the dream sequence.
I think the point sums it up perfectly.
I mean, you've got Batman.
Yeah.
You've got him in a leather duster.
Inspector Gadget caught
He's shooting everything in sight.
everything.
Everything he sees, he's shooting with an M16.
Why doesn't he do that in the normal universe and not the dream? He'd rather crush people under tyres than shoot them swiftly. Anyway.
Maybe because he can sleep at night because he believes that he didn't really kill them.
Yeah, exactly. He has justified it.
But it is... it's stupid. You've got the Omega sign down there
Yeah, from Darkseid.
from Darkseid.
What? How? Explanation, please? Can I please...
How can he dream Darkseid if he doesn't know that Darkseid exists yet?
Absolutely nailed it. Nailed every problem with, one, the film, and two, the dream sequence. How is he dreaming about this stuff? It's a dream that Batman is having, but he doesn't know of people inside of it.
Why are the parademons?
I have no idea. Darkseid, but Superman's there and he's not getting...
Is it Batman's base and Batman has followers and Superman has followers?
What I think's happened here is they've looked at the popularity of the Injustice series, which
Mhm.
is bad Superman,
Mm-hmm.
and thought, we'll mishmash that in with Darkseid, yet another character we need to implant early on to make another movie of.
If people like this,
Yeah.
then we might be able to steamroll another quick movie out.
Yeah, something like that. But the justification for doing so is non-existent,
Yeah.
other than Batman drinking another bottle of Hennessy and the Flash coming in and saying
Right,
random garbleness.
So is it a dream sequence when the Flash turns up?
I don't know. Because he wakes up twice, does he not?
Does he?
He wakes up twice. He's a dream inside a
How
dream.
does the Flash know what Bruce Wayne had been dreaming?
Maybe he implanted the dream with Time Force.
This is where it becomes Inception.
Major,
Very
major,
quickly.
major. So,
Anyway, so he turns up and what does he say?
you were right about him fueling... Well, Batman's interpretation of that is, Superman's a threat, you should kill him.
Yeah.
But what Flash is actually saying is, he's actually good. But it's a bit of confusion. I don't understand
so
why
he's
it's
saying
been
you're right
said.
about him, but he's telling Bruce Wayne you're right about him that he's actually good.
Yes.
But,
But
at the
he
time,
doesn't understand
Bruce
that.
Wayne
He thinks...
thinks he's bad.
But shouldn't Flash know that if he's going back in time?
And then he mentions
Oh, I've come
she's
too
the key,
early.
Lois is the key.
Lois is the key, but the person in danger is Martha. And Martha's the catalyst for the battle stopping.
Why can Superman not sense his mother's in danger when he can sense that Lois is in danger?
Yeah. Another unanswered question. We're really going to run out of time if we keep on just absolutely destroying this film. Anyway, I've got explain dream sequence down. Superman guards out of Injustice, literally 1 for 1. They
Yeah.
are black suits with
So,
Superman badges
in
on
the
their
comic,
arms. Yeah,
they look exactly like that.
they've just thought, oh, that's a cool idea. We'll just rip that imagery straight out of the book
I like that.
without explaining it
I like
at all. And then we've got parademons, but work for Superman? Question mark? Because parademons are subservient to Darkseid,
Mhm.
but Darkseid wouldn't work with Superman, and they seem to be getting on pally.
Well, in that, they
In-
do.
Yeah,
They must
apparently.
be working together.
Apparently, which is just ridiculous. I don't know if that's ever happened. And then Superman Darkseid team up? Question mark, which has been covered
I
there.
don't know.
Anyway, moving on to the next scene.
And we get on to the Too Fast, Too Furious, Too Fast for y'all.
So basically, Batman's had this dream. It's confirmed his fears that Superman's a complete maniac. He's like, I need to get kryptonite to stop this daft mofo.
And he also finds out that the white Portuguese
Is a boat.
is a boat that's bringing in the kryptonite.
Anyway, so Q, set piece, Batmobile, incredible design. Unfortunately, again, it has Terraton to kill people, just like every Batman film does. Which, why do people think it's a good idea to have
Right,
some sort of explosive device on Batman's equipment?
beat run us through it.
This
Run me
equipment,
through the scene.
this equipment leads to many, many deaths, and again, a mischaracterization of the thing that has made Batman such an interesting character. The fact that he can't just pull out a 44 and shoot people in the head. He has to methodically and use intelligence
The
and
greatest
strength.
detective
Yeah,
in the world.
yeah, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, Ford die in a car straight away. He completely pancakes it,
Yeah.
hooks it with a hook from the back of the
And then
Batmobile,
pulls it
and
behind the
pulls it behind him like some sort of death carriage.
Eventually lets go of the car and it goes into a shack,
Yep.
which has probably got like a lone workman on night shift
Yes.
eating a bacon
So we've
sandwich.
got maybe one in shack, so that's 5.
Yeah.
And then he, whilst letting go of the car again, it flattens 2 in a car, definitely. So that's 7.
Yeah.
I've got obliterates another 2. Mini fun man. I don't know what that means.
I've got no idea what.
Oh, there's the mini gun. The minigun in the
right.
car. He just uses.
And he just like
he fires 10
Absolutely.
machine guns
Yeah.
into him and explodes him. What's that? 9? Are we on?
forces
Forces gasoline truck to explode 2 more, and then ramps up and crushes about 4.
It could be 6. It,
It
could,
could
be
be-
4.
it could
I
be-
don't know.
It could be any amount, but you literally see a tyre the size of a front door, a big old front door, just completely crush a human being.
And he feels, and Lex Luthor gets the kryptonite anyway. But lucky for Superman, the little
Tracking device.
tracking
which
device which he shot
he didn't
is
crush.
unharmed.
Yeah, like an inch away from where the tyre landed on his
It's
car.
absolutely unharmed. So that leads him to be able to come and get it later on.
Whilst driving, Superman stops Batman, doesn't he? He says, "If you do anything, I'm going to kill you
Yeah.
because I'm the monster you know I am."
Mm-hmm.
He blasts off.
This is after Lex Luthor blows everything up, isn't it?
No. That's skipping ahead.
Is it?
So Superman is called to a hearing
Mm-hmm.
to explain or justify his actions in the desert
Mm-hmm.
because people think he used grenades and a mini Uzi to kill terrorists, even though he clearly didn't. So Superman goes to his mum.
And it's like, they're against us now. What
They're
do
against
I
us.
do?
I'm sad.
And then, what does she say to B?
Help them. Explain yourself. Don't help them. Don't explain yourself. You owe
It's up-
nothing to these people.
It's up to you. And it's like totally
And
wrong
it's- I was
mischaracterization
just-
of Martha Kent.
I'm not. I don't really read comic books, but I was just cringing.
He's brought up to be a good guy.
Yeah, like these
They
people,
would
like
never
his
say that.
his absolute ideology form everything good about the character and what he stands for, and it's like, who is this person? Tell him to do. I understand the message. Maybe the message has been lost in the
I don't
script
know.
somewhere, but it just doesn't. Total mischaracterization.
So cue him turn up this meeting
Yep. Turns up the meeting.
at some sort of
Everybody
important building.
everybody explodes.
But in the extended cut, at least you find out that the guy in the wheelchair
Yes. Scoot
didn't,
McNairy crushed
didn't
by.
know that he was going to blow up
Yeah.
because he's
They-
got food in his fridge
They
or something.
had a couple of scenes where they explain it by saying he's got fresh food in the fridge. So why would someone who knew they were going to blow themselves up buy food?
Is that what Lois Lane
Deducts, yes.
What if he's just been for his shop? I mean, you can't buy like
Just
you can't buy a
what?
half-used pack of sausages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a good point.
Oh my God, it's so stupid.
And then also it's deduced that the frame that he was kind of held up in, because he lost his legs in the fight in Metropolis, has a bomb concealed by lead, and obviously Superman can't see through lead. I was on the assumption without that scene that happened anyway, but it got edited in anyway. Doesn't matter.
Why did you not see through lead?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know.
No idea.
I think it's the same way as in the gamma rays. No.
The world round to go back in time.
Yeah, and build China.
But he can't see through a lead box.
Yeah, they build the wall of China with.
He can build the
with his
wall of
eyes.
China with his eyes.
Isn't it that you place nuclear material in lead-lined boxes
That's
because
what it was.
radiation can't make it through? So maybe
yeah.
he uses some form of radiation to see through objects.
Can you imagine how different the film would be if it was like Superman Returns, but Superman?
What do you mean? Oh, just turn back time.
With Christopher Reeves in.
Yeah.
Who can like
It'd be over quickly,
who
wouldn't
can
it?
do anything.
Who's colourful, happy, hopeful, inspirational,
He's having a great time.
powerful.
Yeah.
Maybe too powerful. But he's a legend.
So
Right, rolling on from that point, what purpose does blowing the senators up serve? To fool Batman into fighting Superman? Is he that stupid?
Did Lex Luthor blow up the centre
Yes.
and everyone else because
Yeah.
he just didn't like the laugh?
That was kind of a what's the word?
For a guy who wants to stop Superman destroying civilization,
Yes.
going about a good bit
Yeah.
of destruction himself.
Right. So it's like a policeman saying, I am the law because I want to protect people, and then mowing down 5,000.
I mean, I just don't get it.
Crazy. Hypocrisy at its finest.
Moving on.
Moving on.
After this, Superman goes on
a
a voyage of
Yeah.
self-enlightenment.
Superman, disgraced by the fact that he let it happen, goes into the Nepal kind of area, region, kind of
He just goes
snowy eastern.
He goes mountaineering.
Yeah, he goes mountaineering for no reason. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
He's walking about like one of us. Oh.
Yep.
And he finds Ghost Dad. Kevin Costner's made it back, which is possibly the greatest actor ever to make it.
Just stacking rocks.
Just stacking a memorial rock.
He's on the top of a mountain stacking rocks. Tells a weird farm story about him drowning a load of horses.
In the point of saying to Clark that actions have consequences.
And you've just got to deal with it.
Again, drilling the wrong message.
Mm.
Maybe Snyder's trying to tell this kind of the right message. He's just doing it about the wrong way.
I mean, by this point, I'm about to lose my mind. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I'm sitting there. We're an hour and a half in, and we know there's another hour and a half to come.
How's Kevin Costner in this film?
Why?
Why?
So is Superman losing it? Is it his imagination?
Maybe Nepal mountaineering's a magical place.
Can he bring back?
Maybe he is Christopher Reeve Superman. Maybe he can bring back ghost people.
Maybe,
but only on that mountain.
Imagine. Oh, they must have had the rights for Kevin Costner in another film. Just get rid of it.
They've signed him on.
He's signed on for 2 films, but
That's it. I think you've nailed it.
Right, moving on. Forget the Ghost Dad.
Ghost Dad
inspires him again, doesn't he? So he comes back.
Yes. In the meantime, Batman has been sent letters, or checks bounced back from Scoot McNairy's character.
With writing on.
Yeah, Scoot McNairy's character, who was disabled, was being funded by the Wayne Corporation, but Lex Luthor stopped the checks and wrote on, "You're an idiot. I'm Superman," or something like that.
When a lot of people saw that, they thought it was the Joker.
In the trailer, yeah. But turns out Batman is the fool we believe him to be. He's not intelligent at all, and he believes that Superman's killing all these people.
There's that much shit in this movie as well. Why not have the Joker in?
Yeah,
just for
why
good
not?
measure.
I mean, they've introduced everyone. We'll get to that anyway.
Yeah.
Next point. Why does Superman know Lois is in danger and not his own mother? You picked up on that already.
We said that early on, didn't we?
Why does he make Doomsday? We picked up on the hypocrisy of making a Superman 2 to fight Superman. Someone who advocates...
Who he knows he's not going to be able to control, so is therefore worse than Superman.
Right, so someone who advocates the abolishment of nuclear warfare, right, then makes a nuke to end the nukes. It's like me saying, I don't want nuclear powers anymore, and there's a nuclear bomb down the road, and I make a nuclear bomb to fire it at that nuclear bomb.
You've missed one point of...
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
He slices Zod's fingers off and can
Yeah.
control a ship because of it.
Apparently. I have no idea how that makes sense.
He throws Zod's body into...
A little pool of juice.
Murky, juicy water.
Murky orange juice.
Murky orange juice. Cuts his...
Theatrically
cuts his hand bigger than what it would ever need to be.
Oh, yeah.
And drips the blood onto his head, creating Doomsday.
How? What's the purpose of Lex Luthor incorporating his own genetics?
I'd have enjoyed this more if Doomsday had Jesse Eisenberg's face.
That's so good, eh? Lex gets Superman's attention by getting Lois and thrown her off the top of a building. Superman instantly comes.
Saves her straight away. Goes up the top of the building.
Yeah.
He's got photos of Martha.
Yeah.
Captured, and this is why
he's got to fight Batman.
Goes and fights Batman. So he's like, I'm gonna go. He's not happy about it, but he agrees to do it. But then when he gets there,
so Superman is somehow convinced by Lex to fight Batman.
Yeah.
Even though he could probably in 5 seconds go and save his own mother just because he's faster than a speeding bullet.
Mm-hmm.
What's Flamethrower Man gonna do? Pull the trigger faster than Superman can fly. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, Superman goes to fight Batman. Batman has been fooled by Lex somehow, even though he's the most intelligent superhero in the planet.
I just don't get it.
And commence
I hate how Batman is portrayed in this film.
the fight.
Batman, I love him. I absolutely love Batman.
He's so cool, isn't he?
They make him a fucking idiot in this film.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, moving on. So
Anyway.
they go to fight. There you go, boom.
Why?
I'm gonna kill Martha if you don't fight him. So he goes straight over.
Yeah.
And instead of just going, Batman, hold up, they've got me, mum, I need your help. He has a massive, long dialogue with him.
So this is the next point. Why does Superman pussyfoot about telling Batman his mum is in danger, then proceed to choke slam him into the ground?
I said when watching it, maybe he just likes to fight. Maybe this version of Superman likes a good brawl. He likes a roll about.
That's a good. Maybe these are the mischaracterizations are because these are just different variations on our
The
superheroes
mischaracterization's better because there's people done this film
who don't have
who
a
don't have a clue
clue
about the backstory of comic
Yeah.
books.
and have gone, I want this, I want this, I want that.
This needs to be in, that needs to be in.
Yeah.
You need to put this in, you need to put that in.
Mhm.
And it's just a clusterfuck.
So we move on to the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've just got why, Martha what?
So the fight.
It's got some cool bits. If it was right, if you forget the fact that it's been set up in such a horrible way, it's actually pretty cool. A little bit up until he hits him with a sink.
Or Batman, who struggles to lift said sink, gets Superman on a rope and starts whirling him around.
We
Into like oblivion.
This is why we were so giggly, because we started the podcast directly after watching the film.
I mean,
And we were absolutely in tears watching this bit.
hey Christ.
Absolutely crazy.
He gets hit with one of them kryptonite grenades.
And he's toast.
And then he gets hit with another. It's like,
Oh
you
my
know what's
god,
coming.
is this when he runs into the same trick?
Aye, and
Twice.
it's like, what is going on?
How can Superman not dodge a little gas grenade?
Why does he walk through the smoke?
Why
and
does
not
he-
just like fly up?
Right, I'm
and then
assuming
down?
the smoke's lead lined so he can't see through it.
How would you have a lead line smoke?
I don't know. Surely he didn't work that in particles, like chaff.
Gee, chaff, unreal.
There you go, but he runs directly through it rather than just flying up in the air, which is something Batman can't do.
Why does Batman not just use the spear to start with?
Why has he made a spear that's so hard to handle? Why has he not made like a little dagger?
Like a little dagger?
Like a sword?
I don't know.
Crazy.
Right, okay. Right,
Anyway, so it ends up with Batman beating the shit out of Superman. He pulls off like a some sort of finisher move over that over that fucking
The sink is not a finished move.
No.
the bat sink.
the bad sink guy.
He pulls out the bat sink.
And then he throws him over a banister. Swirls him round on a bit of rope.
Cue an absolute comedy. by
when he lands on the rubble. Like.
I mean,
And then we get to the best part of the film, which everybody in the mind lost their minds over.
right,
Which
this is probably my favourite part of the film.
So the explanation for Batman coming to the realisation that Superman isn't actually a bad person is both of their mothers share the same first name.
Alright, no, this isn't my favourite part of the film. The next bit is my favourite part of the film. This is probably the worst part of the film.
So Lois Lane
Second to
turns
Jimmy
up.
Olsen.
Okay, Lois Lane turns up perfectly on time and screams, "Don't kill him!" His mum. His mum's name is Martha.
He's about to crush Superman's
Fraud.
face, even though he's tried to before, and he can't, even without the kryptonite.
Aye, because he jumped on him through a glass window, and that didn't absolutely destroy him. He's just thrown him 60 foot
Anyway,
off a
so
balcony.
he says Martha, rather than saying mum or mother or my... I don't...
Dearest.
Why would you call your mum by the first name?
I know. He's going to kill... You just wouldn't? You would say, he's going to kill my mum? My mum!
Right, we said this beat. You're in a board meeting.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for ideas for this film.
Yeah.
You're talking about the big set piece of the film, the Batman vs Superman fight.
Yeah, how does it end?
You've got a few suits in there. One of them goes, "Hey, did you realise that both mums have the same first name?"
Dum, 7 of them in the room.
And then you've just got
Slow clap.
you've got a slow clap.
It is.
You genius. It's going in.
That's it, isn't it?
In reality, when you've got people who follow comics, follow these type of films,
Intelligent people, by the way.
again,
Men and
we say
women.
this every podcast. Hollywood now thinks everyone's unintelligent when
Yeah.
they're more intelligent than ever.
Absolutely. We're only getting smarter in culture such as... Because in the early days,
No.
probably people think, oh, comic books, what, they're for
Aye.
children? But, you know what I mean?
Moving on, B.
Anyway,
Martha.
that is crazy.
That is the reason that he doesn't kill him and then goes to save the mother.
I don't know what's worse of a reason for them fighting, or the reason for them to stop fighting.
Well, after that, the mates.
The
So
mates,
straight away
the
they
mates
just-
anyway.
I know.
I've also put down, this is the next point,
hmm
best part of the movie.
Yeah.
100%.
hmm
So, Superman, down and out, he's a bit weary, he says, "I'm sorry, your mum's name's Martha as well, so I'm going to save her." Batman is on a mission to save Martha Kent. He flies off in his little plane, and cue the best...
Alpha presses a button. Plane controls come under a desk.
Yeah,
straight
I
into his
love
hands.
that. That's absolutely
Yeah.
great. Like, just
Yeah,
so
no, yeah.
ridiculous.
Just because that would... Any
He'd
eventuality...
be at the fridge and he'd say, "Oh, I need autopilot mode," and he presses a button on the fridge and like
The
a
fridge,
joystick
and
comes out.
fucking- A plane just comes out the garage and goes and gets his groceries for him.
So, cue the best 10 minutes of Batman I've ever seen.
Awesome.
Incredible.
But he does kill people.
Yeah, he kills another
Are you
2.
bypassing that bit because it's a good scene?
Yes, I can let that go.
Really?
I've come to the fact that this is just a different Elseworlds Batman. This is a Batman that kills and drinks.
And hopefully, if they're being intelligent about it,
Mm-hmm.
maybe in future Batman movies, we'll find out why he turns to that. Which
Yes.
could be because the Joker
Killed Robin.
and maybe the Joker's the reason for him doing this and being like the Batman he is.
Can I just state something?
Moody killer Batman.
Moody Batman.
Moby-
That's not much of
Moby
a difference.
Ben Affleck, Moody killer Batman.
It's actually in the Suicide trailer said that Harley Quinn killed Robin.
I didn't know that.
Did you not know
You
that?
just destroyed my world.
I'm sorry.
Why?
Sorry, in the Suicide Squad film,
Yeah.
you know when it's coming up with the profiles of every person,
Uh-huh.
it says kill Joker, kill Robin.
I know the bit you're talking about. Fuck
You remember
me,
that?
Why?
Oh my god.
Why would you give that payoff to Harley Quinn?
That's a good point. I don't know.
Unless it's
Unless Joker's forced it to do so.
manipulating her eye. Oh, Christ. Right, moving on.
Anyway.
By this time, we're losing the will to live. We're into about 2 hours 40 run time.
Yeah.
We're in like Lord of the Rings territory now.
Yeah, I love Lord of the Rings as well. I'd much rather watch
Awesome
that.
film.
Incredible.
We'll probably review the trilogy.
trilogy,
Deal one
yeah.
to do.
Anyway, so we've got Arkham, games, if anybody's played them. The Arkham Asylum,
Nice.
Arkham Knight, yeah, that's a game as well. Arkham City.
Yep.
It's got basically that. It's just that in film form. Combat, the movement speed. It's just incredible. It's Batman in the best suit he's ever been in, totally destroying, breaking arms, smashing heads, breaking bones.
Can I put in?
Yeah.
Would Batman kick 3 guys into a lift and throw a grenade in there?
So a guy comes out of a doorway, right?
After stabbing a guy in the shoulder with
Yeah,
a knife.
yeah, and he pulls a pin on a grenade, and he like drop kicks him into the room, knowing fine well that he just killed 3 people. Nuts, absolutely nuts.
Anyway, it's a good little set piece.
So he ends up saving Martha
Yeah.
by doing the next point. Batman shoots the gas tank of a man with an M60 light machine gun, and I've just got plus more killing.
Can I just say how impractical is that gun in a warehouse?
I know, can you just have a pistol?
I know.
That guy's got a flamethrower.
I
How
mean,
impractical is that? I understand it's like burning the
He's
witch.
got to turn sideways to get through a door. So why would you?
No, it's like 6 foot long.
Ah, Christ.
I can't even imagine how heavy it is either.
That is the least of this film's wearing as well.
What, that guy's got an M60? It reminds us of Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, where the guy's like, "It's me bring out."
It's me bring
It's me M60. Why am I not allowed it here? Unreal.
He got 2 for 1 on it. He bought a piston, like, right, I need to get rid of this off the black market. He had this M60.
So we've had setting up the fight. We've had the fight between our main characters, and we've had the reconciliation. We've reconciled with the saving of Martha Kent. The whole film should come to an end here. All acts have been finished.
Batman's fought Superman.
Batman's
The
made
friends,
by
they've stopped-
saving
they've stopped
Martha.
Lex Luthor.
They stopped Lex Luthor because he's foiled the plan of them fighting together.
Getting now leading to the Justice League film.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe get Wonder Woman to turn up and help somehow in that.
Oh, I forgot to mention that the Wonder Woman, the Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman are completely set up. Shoddily is out
In a file.
in a file
In a ridiculous email
in
to
an,
Wonder Woman
in,
from.
in an MP3.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, what happens next? Do we end the film? No, we don't. Next point. Why Doomsday?
So what happens is he comes out of
A jelly bean? He comes out of a jelly bean.
Raphael the Ninja Turtle comes out of a jelly bean.
Absolutely bang on.
Like Doomsday comes out.
Yep.
Superman then saves Lex Luthor
Yes.
from a Doomsday
The
punch.
only person he saved intentionally, because every other person he's just been punched through a rubble building and killed. So he intentionally saves the only person who's been trying to kill him all movie
Then starts fighting Doomsday
and starts fighting Doomsday.
on an island,
Completely uninhabited.
which they after they get
the guy
after
in
they
to
got
say
absolutely
so.
rinsed on Man of Steel,
Yeah.
killing all them people. They're like, oh my god, this island, it's so happy everyone's been evacuated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
no
Wonder
worries.
Woman turns off a Turkish Airways flight. Nice plug.
You know what irked me a little bit?
Yeah.
How does the flight attendant know what her name is?
That's a good point.
Little things, mate.
That's a great point. If I run off a plane, right?
Just to get the last name in, that's what they did it for. But do you need to do that?
Yeah, I know, that doesn't make sense at all. You're right. If I ran off a plane, they wouldn't know what my name was until they checked me.
Oh, what are you doing? Mate, it'd be a red alert. You'd have
Oh,
someone
I know.
on your back.
Absolutely.
She just walks off like there's not the bother. It's 2016.
Incredible. Anyway,
Like-
moving on. Wonder Woman turns up. The trio is formed. With the Trinity. That's what it's called in the
Yeah,
comics.
The Trinity.
Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman.
Boom.
I'd probably say the best characterization of a comic book character in the film is Wonder Woman. She's
I
just
agree.
so cool in this.
I like her.
I'm looking for. This film's made me look forward to Wonder
I
Woman
love
a
Gal
lot more.
Gadot.
I really thought I wouldn't, but she looks great. Like she looks incredible in
She's
the
badass
suit.
as well.
She looks absolutely ready to kick butt.
Absolutely badass, and I can't wait to see her. And it's absolutely excellent that there's a lot of people feel that way about a female character because it's so miscast a lot of times. Especially, has there been a major female
Lead
superhero?
Ellen Ripley,
Is she? Well, yes.
Kill-
probably is a superhero.
Kill
but
Bill.
She's not a
Beatrix?
superhero though.
Oh god, I don't know. I get you there. Like a superhero, like comic book superhero.
For little kids to look up to.
Ray. But not really comic book.
No, I'm talking about comic
book superhero. No.
I'm sure.
First female lead comic book.
I think it is, yeah.
Right, we could be
in recent times.
Yeah, we could be completely wrong.
In recent
anyway,
times, it is.
It's always good to see.
You got that totally right. How weak does Batman look in this scene, beat?
Yeah, we burst out laughing.
This is where we were crying about when he fires that bloody gun and it zooms into his face.
So Superman has to go and get Batman's spear full of kryptonite because the workout's Kryptonian.
Me and you, when we went and watched this in the cinema first time, we were like, right, he's Aquaman. Aquaman's going to turn up.
Yeah, because Lois disposes of the spear in water. It's like, and then she starts drowning in trying to recollect it.
Why she threw the spear in there to start with, I don't know.
I don't have a clue. I think they get away from Superman or Batman to use it on him again, but
or to set up a set piece in the future where she might drown.
Very good. So we're like, oh, water, he's Aquaman's entrance, but no. Maybe to the positive effect of not introducing another character that we have no idea who it is. She starts to drown. Superman goes and gets the spear.
Yeah.
Batman looks the most human he's ever looked. He fires a little canister off Doomsday.
Why is he there?
I have no idea. He's not using any intelligence.
Why take him out of the bat plane? Let him fly about and hit him with a few fucking things in the bat plane. I don't know.
Maybe intelligently kind of shepherd Doomsday into certain patterns, so Wonder Woman can attack him from different directions. Yeah, kind of forming some sort of plan using intelligence. He just sits on the sideline and watches Wonder Woman do all the work.
Right there,
so Wonder Woman lassos Doomsday. Batman actually has a little bit of an input, even though it looks ridiculous. Hits him with a kryptonite remaining bullet, and Superman, like he knows he's gonna die.
Where's the nuclear bomb coming into this? Missed that.
We missed that a bit. He gets bombed. It's all just.
He looks pretty cool as a zombie until he turns into CGI.
Yeah, no, it's
Rubber Man Clark Kent in space.
Zack Snyder must have had like a brief view through Dark Knight Returns, which is, who is it? Sin City 300. Christ, who is it? Frank Miller.
Oh, Frank Miller, yeah.
Frank Miller.
Absolute legend.
Yeah, absolutely kind of paved the way for Batman. Integral Batman story. And it's imagery out of that where Superman gets hit by a nuke and he turns into a zombie.
They've literally flung everything they can at this film.
But without kind of following the same story.
That's a cool scene, let's throw it in.
Yeah, the imagery out of it, not the actual characterisation, the setup, the reason people are fighting.
Anyway, so cut back to them fighting. Superman has a bit of a cut scene with Lois where he smiles, kisses her, tells him he loves her.
I'm gonna die. That's what he says.
How does he know he's gonna die?
I have no idea.
Nothing will kill Superman.
I know, not unless he's next to a kryptonite spear
or a Doomsday
arm.
Yeah.
Spike arm. So he goes 100 mile per hour, full belt into him, and pieces his heart with a spear. But in turn gets pieced by his little can opener arm.
Doomsday can opener arms his heart.
They've done Dark Knight Returns, introduced Wonder Woman, introduced Aquaman, introduced Flash, introduced Cyborg.
You know Superman's integral for the Justice League. Why not keep his death for the first Justice League film?
So I know. So what happens?
Leading into the second one.
What happens now? What's the risk? Does he die again?
What happens now is we've got Justice League without Superman.
Yeah.
And he turns up in the last 10 minutes in black suit with a mullet.
Justice League Part 2.
And then he's going to be in Justice League Part 2, aye.
But what happens if he dies again?
I'm guessing he's going to save the day in the next film.
So
he's going to turn up, everyone's going to be like, oh my god, it's Superman. And then he's going to save the day. He's going to have a mullet, he's going to have a black suit, and he's going to kick some ass.
Yeah, but what if he dies again? Does he just come back later in the next film?
Well, he can't be killed now, can he?
Why now? So there's no fear of him dying?
I know.
Oh well.
Unless he gets trapped in a box with kryptonite or something. I don't know. That's the only thing that happens, isn't it?
I suppose. Or ripped his head off.
Yeah, or ripping the head off.
So Doomsday's defeated, even though he can't die. I don't know what's happened there.
Superman's dead, and at this time, I'm in the cinema, me and you's looking at each other.
Just tearing our hair out.
I'm just head down in my hands.
What has just happened?
Sick of me life.
I know.
Because this is a film, like I said before, we were so hyped for. I couldn't wait to see.
Yeah.
I'm very, very much DC over Marvel.
Film-wise?
Oh, for me, Just in general, comic books.
Or comic book wise.
I much
I
prefer
think
Batman.
Batman
I prefer Superman. Not that I don't like Marvel, but I'm very much for DC.
Yeah.
And this film just killed it for us. I felt like Superman getting a spine through me heart.
Well, I like both comic companies, but
yeah,
I love me Batman. Just through the animated series and GLA animated series and all the games and that.
Mate, we're in a great mood when we start this podcast. It's actually depressed us
I
talking
know, it's
about
brutal,
it.
isn't it? We just hear us just getting less and less happy.
It's knocked us down a peg or two.
So everyone's dead apart from Wonder Woman and Batman.
Yeah.
The film's finally over.
Ginger guy with glasses turns up.
Yep, who saved out the first one. He's got a name, but I can't remember.
Me neither.
Anyway,
The bully. He was a bully.
He was a bully. Oh, I like that. I like Man of Steel.
I love Man of Steel. We might actually do Man of Steel.
I like Man of Steel.
I thought it was brilliant.
I wouldn't say that far, but hey, there you go. There's a Zack Snyder film I like.
I really liked it.
Anyway,
it has got problems,
definite problems.
but I don't think it warrants the stick it gets. I enjoyed it.
Okay, I love the music. Last point: is it Ken's funeral or Superman's? Why is there bagpipes? Joint funeral? Question mark. Does the world know the truth?
Right, so
So
we were watching this and I was like, whose funeral is it?
is it Ken's funeral?
Oh, I think it's Clark Kent's funeral.
Does he have glasses on the corpse?
You don't see.
You don't see. Never.
But
Obviously, don't want to pay Clark Kent money.
the people there. So if it's Superman's funeral,
Yeah,
everyone there, which is about 40, 50 people, knew who Superman was.
without his glasses on.
Yeah. So anyone there knows who Superman is, when really there's only a few people in life do.
But then they have the funeral of Superman directly after.
And they've killed Clark Kent, a major character. Well, you've got the Superman funeral,
Yes,
which is
in a separate place, or is it in cornfields as well?
no.
Oh, no, wait,
the Superman
Martha's there.
funeral's- He's got the American flag draped over him.
Yeah,
Load of band marching.
and you've got the black with silver.
Yeah.
When he died in the
Then
comics.
you've got Martha's house funeral. So that's got to be Clark Kent.
No idea.
And then
Who had an
to make
injury in
my-
the exact same place?
Yeah, yeah. How'd you die? Spine through the heart.
Doomsday. Spined him.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I just don't get it. I absolutely at my wit's end at this point. At my absolute wit's end.
Shocking.
So Clark Kent is not going to be in any other film from now on.
That's a good point. He can't come back. He's had a funeral.
What's Superman going to do in his spare time?
Fucking nothing. See if people actually, for once, see if people be happy, be charismatic.
That suit's going to be stinking.
Aye and nah.
Right, so we'll get on to the final part, reviews.
Oh wait. It's revealed he's not dead.
Oh shit, yeah, spoiler.
This was again.
Yeah, so it's revealed he's not dead because in the final minutes of the film, the final seconds of the film, the rubble just moves. So there you go.
What a film.
That's it summed up. So he will be coming back in Justice League, which is spoiled,
Yeah.
to save the day.
Mhm.
And how good a fist pump moment would it have been if if Superman turned up in Justice League to save the day, and you thought he was dead,
Incredible.
but that's now done.
Well, that said, everybody in the world knows that the most famous, profitable property is not going to die.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to kill Superman because there's going to be movie after movie.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe because the film will do that badly, that the franchise has been panned that much, they might have to reboot it.
Oh Christ, they can't reboot it.
I don't know.
If they're going to reboot it, please cast Henry Cavill as Superman because I love him.
I love him as Superman. I don't know if his acting's amazing, but I like him
He's
looks
good in
wise.
that. What's the other film he's been in?
Cold Light of Day.
No.
Oh, the espionage film with
Yes, it's really good. That
the remake.
Really enjoyed it.
Did you?
A Man Called Uncle.
I thought it was pretty boring.
A Man from Uncle.
I thought they could have done more with the premise.
Nah, I thought it was a good film, mate.
Right, anyway,
Anyway,
wrapping things up.
Getting
Final
reviews,
verdicts.
Getting the reviews, final verdicts. For me, I went into this film expecting it to be... I wouldn't say I was expecting it to be brilliant, but I was expecting a solid film, especially coming off the back of a lot of good Marvel films. and the Avengers.
I was beyond hyped for it.
After watching it, my soul slowly started to depart my body over the span of 3 hours. There's a couple of good set pieces in. I liked the dark side future
nightmare sequence.
I enjoyed it, but there was no reason for it to be in that film.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the Batman sequence where he was fighting in the warehouse.
Yeah.
But other than that, the film was just an absolute clusterfuck of someone taking
imagery,
a load of shit, throwing it at a wall and seeing what's stuck.
Yeah.
For me, my final verdict is 5 out of 10, and I'm being generous because...
That makes no sense.
5 out of 10, I'm being generous because I like DC, I like Superman, I like Batman, I like going to watch them. I like a certain couple of bits in the film. It's a 5 out of 10 for me. Beat, getting on to you. I know that you really don't like the film, do you?
Yeah. I hated the first one. Obviously, this is the extended version, so it adds a little bit more information. But that makes, honestly, them few scenes make absolutely no difference, because the original ideas are so far fetched. It's just so nonsensical, where they just put this in.
The narrative beat.
Put this in at the expense of the narrative, or at the expense of it making sense. So I'd probably give it a 3 out of 10.
A 3? But you give the Snowbees 2 in episode 1.
Oh crap. Wait, what's 3? Very bad.
But you've got like
4. Sorry, 4. I'll give it a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
Which is bad.
So the mean score is a 4.5 for Batman vs Superman.
And that's the second episode done.
That pretty much wraps up the second episode, mate. What I will say, we'll do a little bit of a plug. Follow and retweet our Twitter, which is just Talking Crass.
Yep.
We'll put the links in our bio on our Twitter as well. We're still trying to sort things out, but we've got we're hoping to be on podcasts soon on iTunes. We're running everything through
SoundCloud.
Yeah, SoundCloud at the minute.
Yeah, all Talking Crass.
But yeah, Talking Crass Twitter.
If anybody,
give it a like, give it a retweet, speak about it, tell everyone, shout from the rooftops.
If you can review it and you liked it, leave a good comment, leave a good review. If you didn't like it,
like I said, tweet us.
Downvote us. Simple as that. If you don't like us,
tweet us and let us know what you would like us to do in any future episodes.
Yeah.
We'll anything that is better than Batman vs Superman. So
hopefully Wonder Woman.
Pretty much every part of media outlets there is.
Hopefully Wonder Woman.
Yeah. That's going to be our next episode. We're hoping to see that on Thursday. So we'll probably get a podcast up next week sometime.
Yeah, hopefully. Something like that.
But it's been a pleasure. My night's ruined after watching that for 3 hours. So I'm going to chill and probably watch all the best bits of the Marvel Universe on YouTube. So, it's bye from me, John.
And it's a goodbye from Pete.
See you next time, people.
Bye-bye.
Created with free version for non-commercial use.